Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Greasy, but not that greasy, obviously. And today I wanted to talk about a new announcement that we have. Kirby Air Riders Direct happening tomorrow, 6 a.m. my time. And yeah, let's talk about it. So I'm pretty hyped for this game, and I know a lot of people are. It will be a 45-minute direct. Um, Hopefully, they pack in a lot of stuff. I know a lot of people were wanting like an actual big direct that they could do a lot of stuff on, and you know stuff like that, and they could show off a lot of stuff. I do believe that there is a event happening in Germany, and then I think one in Canada. I forget the names of the events, but you're going to be able to play a lot of Switch games that they have not really shown off too much, including Final Fantasy VII Remake for the Switch 2 and Elden Ring for the Switch 2, I think are two games that they'll be showing off there. So I'm very excited to see what people think about those and how they run and whatnot. But yeah, let's take a look. I just wanted to take a look the comments, see what people are thinking. I will be emulating it on my Steam Deck. No, he will not. Pushing one mediocre game no one asked for into a 45-minute presentation in August after the shocking partner direct. Brave. I don't... everybody's a critic, I guess. I don't know. These people don't know what they're talking about. Nobody wanted this game, bro. Why aren't you giving us Smash Ult Deluxe Switch 2 edition yet? My theory is that this game was his like ticket to another Smash, or it was Nintendo's ticket to another Smash. They probably reached out there like, hey, we want a Smash Bros for the Switch 2. I don't know how that's gonna work or what the lineup's gonna be, obviously, but he was probably like, yeah, you know what, maybe, but let me do what I want first. Let me have my own project, and then yeah, I'll do a Smash. I'll do another Smash for you guys. And they were probably like, deal. What do you want to work on? And he was probably like, Kirby Air Riders. I want to make a new Kirby Air Rider. That's my theory. So I think we could do it again. Ballsy move. Releasing Kirby Air Riders a few months after Mario Kart World. It's almost as if you're setting up Sakurai and his team for failure. I don't think this is true. I was kind of thinking that as well. Like, man, really? Another Kirby or another racing game all in the same year? That's pretty interesting. I do not think that's much of a problem, though. This is going to be a very different racing game, I'm sure. And I think people will see that once it's shown off a little bit more. But yeah, I don't think there's anything to worry about. I'm all for it. What the heck? Can we please get a release date for Metroid Prime 4? That's what I was kind of like. Really? We're gonna drop a direct? Like, we don't even have dates for a lot of Switch 2 games. And I see a lot of people saying, well, they're probably gonna push it back for 2026. They're not dropping in 2025. And I believe Nintendo, when they say a game is going to drop, it's going to drop. I don't believe that for Zelda games. Because a lot of the times, I was there for Breath of the Wild back in the day, and they pushed that game back like twice, I think. Yeah. But let's go. 45 minutes for one game. Maybe a surprise next-gen Smash Bros. Tease at the end. I doubt that. We want Sakurai to work on games that aren't Smash Bros. Yeah, I want to let him do what he wants, obviously. I don't want to sound like it's my decision. But yeah, I don't think... let him work on what he wants. He's a talented guy, and I think he'll make any game that he touches into something special. So I think... yeah, I think he's got it, and I don't think there's anything to worry about. I've been waiting for a sequel for this game. 45 minutes of pure joy. Yeah, see, we got some positivity here. Yeah, that's true. I think this game, and for all the people who played Kirby Air Rider on the GameCube, I think they're going to really enjoy this. I have not played Kirby Air Rider on the GameCube, but I do know it's a pretty pretty popular game, and I know a lot of people grew up on it. So I'm hoping maybe before this game releases, they add it to the GameCube library, the original, for the Switch Online. I would like to play the original. And I think they could do that kind of like as a promotional, like, hey, look at this game that's coming out. We're putting the old one out. Try the old one out, and then maybe try the new one out after. I think that'd be a smart decision. City Trial fans, where we at? People love City Trials. I'm excited to see what it's going to be like in this one. I just know a lot of people really like City Trials and are excited to see if it makes it into this game, which I think it will. Who needs to watch it? We will all be buying this game anyways. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably be buying it. My goat is back. So never ask me for anything ever again. He'll never leave. He'll never leave. The Riders Pass speculation is gonna go hard. Yeah, you got a lot of characters on there. I'm not too big of a Kirby. Like, I've played a couple of the games, but I've never really gotten into it too much. But I would like to at some point. I'm just not too sure where to start. Me watching this after waiting for Metroid Prime for 8 years. Don't worry, guy. You'll never see this video, but it'll happen. Trust me, it's coming out this year. This is definitely exciting. Bring it on. Let's ride. Sakurai hosting a direct that isn't Smash will be trippy. That is true, yeah. A lot of people excited. Finally, I will be there. Long wait, fresh reveal. Kirby finally gets his turbo lane. Yes. Walmart Canada Gaming. Our glorious king returns. Yeah, I haven't seen him since the Sora Direct. Nintendo is cooking right now. I do believe they are. I think I might host my own Kirby Air Ride event and get sued into oblivion by fun-hating Nintendo. Yeah, everybody just loves to hate. They talk about, like, oh my god, yeah, this guy's probably like a Melee fan or something, you know? It's like, man, my Melee tournament, where's my Melee tournament? It's like, yeah, dude, like, that's cool, but, like, that happened a while ago. I think a lot of, like, these organizations that do events with Nintendo games just need to learn to ask permission first. I mean, and this isn't like Glaze, like, what are you talking about? Like, they shouldn't have to, like, you know, that's debatable. It's their IPs, and they seem pretty lenient about, like, being fine with it. You just have to ask, I feel like. It's not that hard, or maybe it is. I don't know. You know, I don't run events, so maybe it is, like, difficult to get in touch with them and get permission. But yeah, you know, it's I think people need to, and plus, I don't know. I see people like Nintendo took down like an event that was like a Melee or Brawl, and it was like I think it was Melee, and it was like a modded version of it. And it's like, well, yeah, you're playing their game, but you're not playing their game, you know? It's like, it's a big event, a lot of money and stuff. If you're not playing their game, you're playing like a fake modded version. I'd be kind of weirded out by that too. Maybe that's just me, but I find the whole like Smash community just to be a little bit of wacky. And I know I'm not alone on that, that's for sure. Let's see. Bro, we want a real direct. 45 minutes on a Kirby game is wild. Where's Metroid Prime 4? It's coming. I mean, people are like, where is it? Where is it? We got a couple months left of this year, and it is coming. They will be dropping like crazy. Trust me. Yeah. Also, I was right. They did drop a direct this month, which is pretty huge. I predicted it right. Only thing that I remotely care about anymore is Metroid. If Prime 4 doesn't get the same treatment for its own Nintendo Direct, Kirby? Really? Show it at the next General Direct. We waited 8 years just to know less about this game that was announced a few months ago. I think people need to be patient. I know Metroid fans are like, patient? I've been waiting for this game for years. It's like... Also, what's with the Kirby shade, guy? Kirby, really? Yeah, bro. Let me tell you, Kirby's pretty popular. Okay, I think that's kind of ridiculous. I don't think you know anything if you're like Kirby, really. Yeah, Kirby's like one of their like staples. Like they might not do too much with him, but I think Kirby is a staple at Nintendo, and I might not be too read up on his games and stuff, but I think Kirby's a pretty big name. Prime 4 has definitely moved to 2026. I don't think it has. I think this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. 2025 is almost 3/4 over, and I'm still waiting for my... Yeah, see, people just... Where's Metroid Prime 4? Like, yeah, come on, man. No, people, there won't be any other games revealed or teased. The only games that will be shown is Kirby Air Riders. Yes, that is true. I don't think we'll see any Smash-related anything in this. You know, I might be wrong. I don't think we will, though. I think it's going to be fully focused on Kirby. Feels a bit too long. DK Bonanza only got 20-ish minutes. Why is Racing Game getting nearly an hour? 20-ish minutes. I don't really remember. I know Donkey Kong didn't get its own direct. Mario Kart did. I don't think that's because they showed off what they needed to with DK. And I feel like they have a lot to show off with this game, and I think that's why it's so long. I'm gonna laugh if Kirby gets an $80 price tag. I don't think it will. You never know, but I don't think it will. I feel like there's a reason Mario Kart got an $80 price tag that we don't know about. My theory is that we're gonna get some free DLC or something, and they're gonna be like, here, that's why it was $80. Here's like, you know, you got like a $10 DLC like thrown in. We just had to wait a little while to drop it. I think that's going to be like the cop-out for why it was 80, but, you know, you never know. Give us a real direct. It's just a bunch of people very impatient. Please change the logo of the game. Current logo is soulless. Look at the logo. I mean, I wouldn't say soulless. I feel like that's pretty normal. Soulless. A new direct predictions. It's just a bunch of nonsense. There's none of this is gonna happen. Note there will be no mention of the successors for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate during this presentation. I mean, yeah, I don't think so. Given this 45 minutes, the game is going to be releasing in September. Prime 4 in November, Age of Imprisonment possibly in December. See, yeah, this guy gets it. I think there's a lot of months that don't have like a big game tied to them, and I think that they fit all those categories. Pretty much only October has a big game coming out for it that month, and that is Pokemon. So, yeah. Poyo, this is perfect for the timeline, but what about Prime 4? We don't have an update. Patience, patience. These people will be rewarded soon. Come on. Pretty late notice. They kind of do that with every direct, at least the recent ones. I don't remember. I feel like a while ago they drop it like new direct and it would be a couple of days. I kind of like that they announced it the day before. It's a less of a wait, if that makes sense. I can be pretty impatient sometimes, and like if I knew a direct was coming on like Friday and they announced it on Monday, I'd be like itching my neck that whole week. Where is it? 45 minutes and a whole new Twitter account just for one game. You're definitely getting my hopes up here. I really hope this game lives up to the hype. At the very least, I feel like including all content from the original is a no-brainer. Every track, vehicle, and game mode. I think game modes maybe. I don't know about vehicles and tracks. Every single one returning. Maybe? I don't know. That might be a good one. Why is it so long? It's one game. I probably won't watch it anyways. Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely getting the game, but I don't need to watch a whole 45-minute direct to know what I'm getting into. I'll be watching the whole thing. I could understand if somebody didn't want to. 45 minutes is a long time. Don't expect me to be dropping a video covering what happens until later after the direct tomorrow. I will be waking up for work and the direct will be starting. So I'll be watching that direct on my way to work, and yeah, that's yeah. So don't expect me to drop a video until after I get off. Have we ever had a direct for one specific game that's 45 minutes before this? You know, the length of a regular direct. People who immediately start trashing the game without actually seeing any gameplay. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be doing that. That's just like the Nintendo atmosphere. Right now, people just love to hate, you know, criticism is king. I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's just how people act. 45 minutes is kind of crazy for this kind of game. The DK one was 15. I wonder what the scope of it is. I feel like with the DK, they can't spoil too much of the story, and they showed off what they needed to. I already said this. I think this is a whole new game. You don't expect it to just be a prettier version of the one from the GameCube. It'll be its own thing for sure. With, I'm sure, a lot of the stuff from the GameCube one, but I'm expecting it to be quite the interesting title. If you guys do a story mode, then I'm pretty sure it would be King DDD announcing an air ride race to see who will win the cake, and then Kirby, different color Kirby's enter the race to see who will win the cake. Maybe, I don't know. And Metroid Prime 4, right? We will be watching and buying. I mean, yeah, pretty true. Okay, that's great, Nintendo. But what really matters, okay, more Metroid Prime 4. People are like, the year is almost over, and it's like, kind of. Like, guys, there's a lot of time left. I don't think it's, we got time. Watch as Sakurai teases Smash Bros. Omega at the end of the Direct. Yeah, I doubt that, man. It's been 22 years. Let's go. I used to pray for times like this. People are happy about the 45 minutes. I like a longer Direct. I'm excited to see what they're going to pack in. This game probably big as hell. It's very true. This is lame. Where is Sakaguchi? I do not know what that is. Playable Waddle Dee. City Trial and I Will Scream. I'm sure it'll be there. That's a really popular mode from the first one. As a Metroid fan, they keep quoting, there will be no mention of Super Smash Bros. Game in this presentation. Did they actually write that? I don't know. I'll have to take a look. I don't know what to say. Kirby Air Riders is one of my favorite games. I hope it plays like the original. I'm really looking forward to the Direct. I guarantee chat is going to be spamming where's Smash the entire time. Yeah, it'll be like that. Yeah, probably. I feel like that, and it's like when people spam where's GTA 6 in the comment of every Games Anything stream ever. Like Game Awards, Summer Games Fest, it's all just GTA 6. Hell yeah, but that's 3 for 3, I think, on getting baited for an actual Direct. I feel like we'll get one soon. Who knows? They might. I feel like Hyrule Warriors could be announced with a Twitter post, maybe. I feel like they might do that. I'm not too sure though. Don't quote me on that. I'm drinking a Baja Blast right now. More character variety than just Kirby. Meta Knight and King Dedede. A story mode akin to Subspace Emissary. Idol similar to Trophies. A Return to City Trial. Yeah, all that sounds pretty cool. I wouldn't mind a story mode. It would definitely separate the game from Mario Kart World with a story mode for sure. Best game of 2025 coming? Hey man, maybe. Kind of crazy for just a Kirby game. Hey man, Kirby's a big he's a big icon, especially for Nintendo. And yeah, so we'll see. That logo better not be final. Yeah, they don't like the logo. I don't have any thoughts on it. I don't think the logo really matters in the grand scheme of things, but we'll see. Give me fire. What? Why does a Kirby racing game need 45 minutes but Mario gets 16? What Mario game are we talking about? Are we talking about Mario Kart? Was it 16 minutes? I mean, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was longer than that, the Mario Direct. I feel like it was 30, but I could be mistaken. OMG Nintendo Direct. Hope we can see Tekken 8 coming to Switch 2. I think we could if we got Street Fighter 6 coming to Switch 2. Not in this Direct, obviously. No, we're not going to see that. But I feel like we could see it come eventually, especially with Street Fighter 6 on it. Smash 6 announcement tomorrow. I'm so hyped. Yeah, maybe in your dreams, pal. Yeah, people seem excited. People seem more excited than hating, I guess. This could have a lot of content on it, or Sakurai will talk a lot about his passions. It could be either. I feel like it'll have a lot of content. They're putting Kirby in Smash Bros. Really? It's about time. I'm kidding. I know he's in Smash. Can your directs be scheduled or later times, like 8 or 9? I like it early. I like it. They always drop it at like 6 my time, and it's always on like a weekday I have work, so I'll always be able to watch the direct on my way to work, so I don't mind it. Not the biggest deal. 45 frickin' minutes. Yes, sir. A lot of people wanting some characters. I think they will have a pretty diverse roster, at least I hope so. I'm not excited for any characters in specific. Like I said, I'm not a big Kirby guy, but peak is coming. Kirby Air Riders Online Ranked. I hope that might be fun. We'll see. Hoping it's not rushed. The original was my game back in the day. I think Burrow's probably been working on this since he stopped Smash Ultimate. He probably took a break, and then he was like, alright, yeah. And then Nintendo was like, hey, we'll let you work on this game if you do another Smash. And he was like, alright. I've heard theories that people say it might not be a new Smash game. It might just be another fighter pass for Ultimate. And they just upgrade Ultimate's... maybe it runs at like 120 and you can play it in 4K or something, and then they'll add a new fighter pass. I think that would be good enough. I'd enjoy that. I miss seeing like the fighter announcements beforehand for big events and stuff. That was always super fun. First thoughts that came to mind. Yep. Tomorrow is the day. Yeah, people seem pretty excited. This guy doesn't seem very excited. Somebody liked it, though. Anything but the Mario Direct. Okay. Well, I can't be more disappointing than Mario Kart Direct, I guess. Yeah, people are very split on Mario Kart. Yeah, people look pretty excited, and I'm also very excited. There is no mention of Smash in the title. Those people were just, it was just a bit. They were just messing around. Yeah, it would be kind of weird if they said that, but I guess not that weird. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. I will be making a video going over everything. It will be coming out later in the day. I hope you guys still stay tuned, though. Let me know what you guys think. A like and subscribe would be appreciated. We're on our way to 10 subs. That's pretty huge. Very cool. Just wanted to see a reaction to what people think, and kind of get the news out there that there will be a direct tomorrow, only focused on Kirby Air Riders. So I hope all of you have a great day, a great direct, and I will be coming at you with that video soon. Alright, everybody. Have a good one.